Guys, what is up? Millsberry here, and I'm going to teach y'all how to hire workers. I actually consider this quite enjoyable. I really do not know why. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to click the park management button over here on the left side of your screen, and then you're going to click on the staff button, which is a little tool man. It's Bob the Builder right there. You click on Bob the Builder. You already have a park inspector. You can click and change whether he will evaluate certain stuff. Like if you do not want him to, these are the notifications that pop up at the top of your screen. If he says something like, people are having trouble getting to Ladybug Rush because there is no path or whatever. If you don't want him talking about that, you click on click to change whether he evaluates roller coasters or flat rides or whatever. You can change that. Now, if what I really made this tutorial for, if you want to hire a janitor, janitors are used to clean up certain pathways. They'll go into queue lines and clean up vomit, and they'll clean up trash, and they'll recycle. They'll take out the trash and the trash cans and everything. They just basically walk around and clean stuff. Clean your park. They are very useful to have. Next thing is to hire a mechanic. Mechanics, well, that's pretty self-explanatory. They will go to a broken ride and they will fix your rides if they break down. If you click this plus button right here, you can change how much you pay this person. It also shows the date that he started working, and you can train the staff, train him, which he cannot really be trained any further because he is on sandbox mode. But you can click this to train your staff some more, or you can discipline or fire the staff member. You can fire or you can discipline, whichever you prefer, to make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to do. You can change whether he fixes rides, which is pretty pointless. And inspect rides. He can inspect the ride too. But whatever. Click the plus button on a janitor if you want him to sweep the paths or not sweep the paths. He can water gardens, which is pretty pointless on sandbox mode, and he can change whether he empties out litter bins, which is what they call them, litter bins. I don't understand that. Same thing over there. Change the pay. Shows how happy your worker is, and you can also. Here's a really interesting tip here. You can click to edit where you want this staff to walk around. See this right here? You can make a path. You can left click and make a path and just make this area the only area that he is allowed to work in, which is pretty legit actually. I'm going to get rid of that. You can do that with anybody except the park inspector obviously, but you can change the color. You can make them like Death Punk with the scent of cowboy jacket or whatever. You can change their color and what they look like. It's really nice to have. Okay, and next thing is to hire a security guard. I consider these pretty pointless. Very, very, very pointless. They on Sandbox, they really just don't do anything. I really haven't seen anything. I don't, whatever. Then there's a zookeeper, animal keeper, which I cannot do, but I will get to all of that way later, or whenever somebody asks me about that, about the zoo part of RCT3 Platinum. Okay, you can also hire an entertainer, which is like a little person, like a Mickey Mouse that just walks around or skips around and entertains people. You can choose for him. You can't choose anything, but you can change the colors. You can change the character if you want it to be like a shark or whatever. You see, I have an orange shark because orange sharks exist, or a Jack Skellington before yeah. But yeah, that's about it. You can sort up here. Sort by the name or their patrol area. how does that work? Their patrol area. I don't know. Uniform or wage, whatever. Laziness. That's a pretty good one to sort by. If you want to like fire some people because they're losing money. But yeah, that's about it. That's about it, guys. Pretty simple stuff. I find this very useful. Okay. Just let me know what you want. Comments in the comment sections below. Ask me stuff. I'm making all this on my own. This is really boring because these are very simple tutorials for beginners. Like really newbie beginners. But if you don't know how to do this, I hope that this was informative to you and I hope that I can help you in the future. Ta-ta!